You ever lock eyes with someone and suddenly everything else fades? Your heart speeds up, there's a spark, and for a moment, it feels like you've known them forever. That feeling, intense, overwhelming, electricity, powerful, but it's not always love. A lot of times it's lust. Lust is that rush you feel in the first few seconds. It's physical, exciting, and all-consuming. It grabs your attention with how someone looks, how they speak, how they carry themselves. It's instant gratification. You don't think, you just feel. And while those feelings are real, they're not necessarily deep. Lust doesn't wait. It doesn't need time. It thrives in quick glances, late-night texts, and adrenaline. It's all about the surface, what's in front of you. It's wanting to be close, to touch, to have, and that's okay. It's part of being human, but it's not love. Love takes its time. It doesn't explode into your life, it grows. Slowly, quietly. Love is when you start to notice someone's laugh, their little habits, their silence. It's when you care about their pain, their dreams, their past. It's when you choose to stay even when it's not fun or easy. The difference between love and lust is like the difference between a spark and a fire. A spark catches fast, but it dies just as quickly. A fire, it needs tending, it needs fuel. But once it's strong enough, it keeps you warm through the darkest nights. Lust might make your heart skip a beat, but love teaches it to beat steady. Love is built on trust, on respect, on understanding. Lust doesn't ask questions, love does. It asks, how was your day? Are you okay? What do you need right now? The world often confuses the two. Movies, music, even social media, they glamorize passion. The kiss in the rain, the stolen looks, the steamy tension. And sure, that's part of the story. But real love is in the quiet, in being there when they're sick, in listening to their fears, in sitting beside them in silence, knowing that just being there is enough. Lust happens fast, but it fades just as fast. When things get tough, when the mystery is gone, lust walks away, love stays. Even when it's not exciting, even when it's messy. It's easy to chase lust, it feels good, it's thrilling, but it's also fleeting. Love, though it's rare, it takes vulnerability, it takes patience. And when you find it, you realize it's not about butterflies, it's about peace, about safety, about being completely yourself and being seen and accepted anyway. So the next time you feel that spark, breathe. Give it time. Because if it's real, it won't rush, it'll stay. And that's how you'll know. Lust is loud. It demands attention. It's about wanting, chasing, and craving someone in the moment. It focuses on appearances, how someone looks, how they make you feel physically, the chemistry, the thrill. Lust wants possession. It's about holding someone close, but not necessarily knowing who they are. It's like seeing a beautiful painting and wanting to own it just because it's stunning, without caring who the artist is or what the story behind it might be. It's powerful, yes. It can make your heart race and your thoughts spin. But lust is more about desire than depth. It sees someone as something to have, to experience, not always someone to truly connect with. Love, on the other hand, is quieter. It doesn't demand, it offers. Love is about connection. It's not about owning someone, but about understanding them. It's about seeing them beyond their face, beyond their body, and into their soul. Love asks who you are when no one is watching. It cares about your past, your dreams, your fears. It wants to know what keeps you awake at night and what brings you peace. It wants to grow with you, not just touch you. In lust, you might feel obsessed with someone, but that obsession often fades once you get what you want. It's surface level. As soon as the excitement wears off or something better catches your eye, lust lets go. Love doesn't work like that. Love holds space for someone's imperfections. It sticks around even when things aren't perfect or exciting. It's about being present, even when there's no spark in the room. Love sees the person, not the image. It chooses the real over the ideal. Lust is driven by fantasy. We often fall into lust because we've built a version of someone in our mind based on a few perfect moments or physical attraction. It's easy to get lost in those daydreams and assume it's something deeper. But love isn't built on fantasies. Love shows up when reality sets in, when you see someone without the filters and still want to stay. It's not just about the highs, but how you handle the lows together. There's also a kind of freedom in love that lust can't give. While lust might make you feel obsessed or even anxious, love gives peace. When you're in love, you don't feel like you have to chase. You feel secure. You feel safe. You feel understood. You stop worrying about impressing someone and just start being yourself, and they love you for that, not despite it. So yes, lust may be flashy, it may be exciting and intoxicating, but love is richer, deeper, real. It doesn't scream for attention, it speaks through consistency, trust, and care. And when you experience that kind of connection, you realize that while lust may spark the flame, it's love that keeps it burning, always. Lust is powerful when everything is going right, when it's easy, fun, and exciting. But the real test begins when life isn't picture perfect. When things get hard, when misunderstandings happen, or when the spark fades for a moment, lust often fades with it. It doesn't know how to hold on through the rough patches. It was never built for that. Lust is about the high, the thrill, the rush. The moment life slows down or starts throwing real problems your way, it begins to lose its grip. It's not patient. It's not built on understanding or emotional depth that thrives on the surface. The moment the fantasy cracks, lust often walks away. Love is different. Love stays. Even when the vibe shifts, even when it's not convenient, even when the butterflies are replaced with silence and real-life responsibilities. Love doesn't panic when things go wrong. It tries, it communicates, it works through the mess. It doesn't run at the first sign of difficulty because it was never based on perfection in the first place. It was built on presence, on trust, on genuine care. Love sees the storm and says, "We'll get through this together." It's not scared of the bad days. In fact, it expects the man. It prepares to stay anyway. In lust, it's easy to feel like everything's perfect at the start. You look past red flags, you ignore the signs. The physical attraction is so strong that it blinds you. But when things shift, when there's a disagreement, when stress enters the picture, when one person becomes emotionally unavailable, lust can't survive that reality. It doesn't want effort. It wants ease. It wants the good without the hard, and that's why it fades. Because life will always bring challenges. It's unavoidable. Love doesn't just love when it's easy. It loves through confusion, distance, even pain. Love chooses the person even when they're not at their best. It doesn't walk away. Because things got uncomfortable, it leans in. It asks, "What's wrong?" It listens. It adapts. It forgives. Love understands that no one is perfect and no relationship is smooth all the time. It finds beauty even in the struggle. It becomes stronger through the hard times because it's based on something real, something more than just chemistry or attraction. And in those moments when everything feels uncertain, love provides stability. It gives you a reason to keep showing up, even when you're tired. It helps you grow, not just together, but individually. It teaches you patience, empathy, resilience. It holds space for change. That's what makes love so rare and so strong. It's not just about staying when it's fun, it's about staying when it's tough. Lust may leave when things get hard, but love learns to stay, to fight, and to grow. That's the difference. One is a moment, the other is a commitment. And in the end, the one who stays through the storm is the one who truly loves. Lust is often driven by an idealized image, a vision of perfection that doesn't necessarily align with reality. It craves the physical, the outwardly desirable, the fantasy. It seeks the best version of someone, the one that fulfills its immediate desires and fantasies. Lust is about wanting someone to fit into an image you've created in your mind. It focuses on appearance, the way someone looks, how their body moves, the way they carry themselves. Lust wants what's shiny, what's beautiful, what's exciting. It doesn't stop to ask, who are you really? Or what makes you who you are beyond the surface? Lust is attracted to perfection in the form of symmetry, attraction, chemistry, anything that looks good from the outside. It's an easy way to feel good. Lust wants the perfect moment, the ideal experience, without considering the complexities that come with truly knowing someone. But love is different. Love doesn't care about the perfect image or the ideal scenario. It sees you at your most vulnerable, at your most flawed, and still chooses to stay. Love is not interested in the superficial, but in the depth. It sees beyond the outer appearance to the person within. Love is about acceptance, about embracing imperfections. In love, there is no need for perfection, because what's important is connection, the real connection between two people, one that is grounded in understanding and supporting each other through the rough patches and the good times. Love is about seeing someone for who they truly are, beyond their flaws and their mistakes, and accepting them unconditionally. When you love someone, you understand that they are not perfect, and neither are you, but that's okay. What matters is the bond you share, the trust you build, and the way you support each other. When you're in lust, you often idealize the other person, placing them on a pedestal. It's a vision of perfection that blinds you to reality. You overlook their flaws or mistakes because all you can see is the surface. Lust focuses on the now, on how someone makes you feel in the moment, but love takes time. It grows slowly, often in quiet moments when no one else is watching. Love doesn't rush or demand immediate gratification. It takes time to unfold, to explore, to understand. And with that time, it learns to embrace the small flaws that might have once been deal breakers in the world of lust. Love grows stronger when two people support each other through challenges. It doesn't need perfection because it thrives on the imperfections that bring depth and connection to the relationship. Love allows us to look past the surface, to see the deeper beauty in a person. It sees the small things, the way someone cares for their family, how they deal with hardship, how they treat others, the way they laugh when they're nervous. These small details are what make someone truly beautiful in the eyes of love. Lust doesn't care about these things. It only cares about the external, how someone looks, how they make you feel in the moment, what the surface reveals. Love looks deeper. It loves the quirks, the moments of vulnerability, the imperfections. Love appreciates the real person behind the facade. Lust is fleeting. It thrives on novelty, on the excitement of the chase, on the allure of something new. But love is consistent. It doesn't fade when things become predictable or when the initial spark is no longer there. Love learns to live with what's real. It learns to stay, to support, to adapt. Lust might feel like a quick rush, but love builds something lasting. It stands the test of time, weathering challenges and growing stronger through the experience. Lust is loud, demanding, and flashy. It shouts for attention, needing the constant thrill to survive. But love is quieter, deeper, more resilient. It listens, it understands, it grows. Love doesn't need to be the loudest. It just needs to be there. And that's what makes it more powerful, more meaningful. Lust thrives in the ideal. It's about wanting the best version of someone. It's about being drawn to what feels exciting, what feels new, what feels fulfilling in the moment. But love is built on the real. It's not about the perfect version of someone. It's about accepting the real version, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Love doesn't just want the surface, the perfection. It wants the whole person, flaws and all. It takes someone for who they are and builds a connection based on that acceptance. Love isn't about possessing someone. It's about sharing a life, growing together, and being a part of each other's journey, no matter where that journey leads. Lust can be powerful and alluring, but it's temporary. It's driven by the need for excitement, for the rush, for the chase. It may be thrilling in the moment, but it often fades just as quickly as it started. The high fades, the novelty wears off, and once the initial attraction starts to subside, lust can easily turn to disinterest. It's all about the quick fix, the instant pleasure. But love doesn't work that way. Love is steady, consistent, and patient. It doesn't need constant excitement to survive. Love can withstand the test of time because it's based on something much deeper than just attraction. It's built on trust, respect, communication, and a willingness to invest in the relationship over time. In love, the connection deepens as you get to know each other better. You start to see beyond the surface, beyond the initial attraction. You learn about each other's dreams, hopes, fears, and insecurities. You learn to trust each other, to communicate openly, to support one another through life's ups and downs. The deeper the love, the stronger the bond becomes. Lust may be exciting, but it can never provide the deep connection that love does. Love takes time to develop, but it creates something that lasts, something that endures. It's the difference between a fleeting spark and a warm, steady fire that burns through the darkest nights. Lust might draw you in quickly, but love keeps you. Lust may be exciting, but love is fulfilling. Lust might feel like the perfect moment, but love feels like home. Lust can give you a high, but love gives you peace. Lust is about what you want in the moment. Love is about what you need for the long term. Lust is fleeting, but love is eternal. In conclusion, the difference between love and lust is clear when we look beyond the surface. Lust is a powerful, immediate force driven by attraction, desire, and excitement. It thrives on appearances and the thrill of the chase, but it often fades as quickly as it ignites, unable to endure the challenges that life throws its way. It is temporary and built on fleeting emotions that can be easily shaken. Love, on the other hand, is much deeper and more enduring. It is not about perfection, but about connection, trust, and acceptance. Love understands that life is imperfect, and relationships require effort, communication, and growth. It chooses to stay, even through the hard times, because it values the person, flaws, and all. Love is built over time, growing stronger with each shared experience and each challenge faced together. While lust may offer a quick thrill, love offers lasting fulfillment, warmth, and depth. Ultimately, lust may light the spark, but it's love that keeps the fire burning. Lust may draw you in, but love will hold you close and ensure that you stay through everything life brings. It's love that turns a fleeting attraction into a lasting bond, providing a foundation of trust, understanding, and emotional connection that lust could never provide. Love is the true, powerful force that allows relationships to flourish and withstand the test of time.